I'm meteorologist Mark Torello with this Watertown Weather Watch for a Monday going into Monday night. Well, the big story for this week, not going to be the snowfall, it's going to be the cold, and it looks like the coldest of the weather taking hold for midweek, accompanied by some dangerous wind chills that will most likely fall into the 20s and 30s below zero around these parts. The worst will be for the early mornings as you're traveling off to work and school. And at this point, just a few flurries in the forecast here going into early this Monday evening. Otherwise, it's a rather dry forecast for the next several days. And here's a look at the time lapse from Lake Pelican and Watertown on this Monday. We had a few peaks of sunshine, especially this morning, and then some heavier clouds rolling in for the afternoon. Even a few snow flurries coming out of these clouds. That could provide us with a dusting of snow into early this evening. The roadways should be A-OK. Here's a look at the low temperature readings from this morning, starting off in the teens across our local hometowns, a little bit milder off to the south and west, with temperature readings starting off in the mid-20s across the central tier of the state. High temperature readings by mid-afternoon on this Monday. Most spots getting into the low and mid-20s with the warmest weather off to our south and west. Clouds and radar into motion here from earlier today. You can see those clouds tending to fill in across our local hometowns. And where you see that blue showing up faint on the radar, we have been yielding the occasional snow flurry from time to time, and that may persist at least into early this evening and then drier for the overnight period. Matter of fact, looking at the futurecast here for the next several days, going to keep things relatively quiet. Don't see any storms lining up in the forecast for this week. Going to keep it relatively quiet across the Watertown, Hayti, Webster, Clark, and Brookings vicinity. Let's break down the forecast in detail for a Monday night. A few flurries possible early, otherwise cloudy periods going into the overnight, and low temperature readings right around 1. Northwest winds of 10 to 15 miles per hour. Now, here's a look at your Tuesday forecast. We'll see some sunshine, but overall increasing clouds. Northwest winds up to 30 miles per hour, and that's going to bring our wind chills down to right around 20 below. Highs topping off near 8 degrees on Tuesday afternoon. Here's a look at your extended forecast as we plan ahead. Fair amount of sunshine lining up for Wednesday and Thursday. Much colder. High temperature readings only in the single digits and teens, but look at the morning lows starting off in the teens below zero, and that's not even factoring in any wind chill. We'll begin to see some moderation here on Friday with extra clouds. Could be a couple flurries. Highs in the upper 20s. And then it's back to cold for the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, only getting into the teens for afternoon highs. Early next week, Monday looking dry with a mix of sun and clouds, and high temperature readings topping off in the middle 20s. I'm meteorologist Mark Torello. That's your Watertown Weather Watch.